boom. Brittany, guess what? What is it, Stacy? What's happening? What's going on? Fatty Patty made a new video. What is it about? It's his guitar collection. Let's go check it out. Oh my God, let's go. Oh my God, let's go.
Welcome, everyone, to the Fatty Patty 2x4 channel.
Welcome back to the channel. I hope all of you guys are well. It's that time of year again where I show you my guitar collection. I had to sell a bunch of them off, so this is what I decided to keep, and I hope you guys enjoy. This is the Tony Iommi SG. The case is really nice still. So, as we look at this bad boy, you know, it comes with Grover tuners. These pickups are so fucking good, bro. The neck is a little more muddy than the bridge. But I just absolutely love this guitar. It is still in flawless condition. I haven't done any modifications to this guitar. I'm just keeping it completely stock. And I just love the bridge. It sounds amazing. And it is so beautiful. I love this guitar so much. This is definitely one that when a fire happens, I'm definitely grabbing this and we're running out of the house. This is the first one on my list. And you cannot forget about Big Muff. You got to run a Big Muff through this bad boy. This thing is a beast. Especially on the neck. Right, this guitar is basically inspired by the First Act guitars that Matt Pike made. Mainly because it's a 12-string, but we're only using the lower strings, and then we're doubling up the high notes. So that's basically how it's set up, but I just left the tuners on. I don't want to have to replace those if I want to sell this. And that name is weird. Gilly guitars. These were originally $300 when they were brand new. I had one, I sold it when I was married, and then I regretted every moment of that, and I tracked one of these down on Reverb. The guy didn't have the original case. This is what they originally came in, because I owned one. But the headstock is just so cool. Mine was originally, the number right here used to say 3,100. So this is a 2500 series. I've replaced the pickups, not the electronics. I'm gonna try to do that this year. I'm gonna just stop putting off a whole bunch of stuff that I need to take care of. But these pickups are alone, they are $200 a piece from Lawler Pickups. They are so beautiful and they are so heavy. It is one of a kind of guitar, you know. They also weigh a ton, but yeah, you gotta check these pickups out. So here's the neck. here is the bridge. Here's both of them together. Then we're just gonna run through some distortion and some fuzz and some delay. But yeah, overall, this thing is a beast. Really, really pretty guitar. I don't think it's a real top. I'm not totally sure. And I'm not about to just find out, you know, what I mean. I'm not going to cut it up. But yeah, most of the guitars are tuned to C standard, I believe. Yeah. Oh, right. This is the Squier Baritone. It lives in the soft case. Not everything has a hard case. So what do we got going on here? We have a lot of electronic problems. That's why I don't really use this in the channel very much, but it has a grounding issue. I have to pretty much redo the electronics in there and just kind of clean it up. Overall, the outside looks really, really nice. We got P90s in there and then one staple P90. These are Lawler pickups. I mean, again, I spent about close to $400 on the pickups. I spent like another $70 to $80 on electronics. I got a custom pick guard from the UK. We changed out the tuners. I tried putting a bone nut on there. It's not the best job. If you can see that little gap right there. I'm not really happy with the bone nut or the electronics. And you can see that right here. There's such a grounding issue. And if you could see this right here, I mean, it sounds really good. If you continue to play, but as you stop playing, it has a grounding issue. But overall, I'm going to give it some life this year. I mean, I pretty much changed all the parts on this thing. You know, there's nothing original on this guitar anymore, except the neck and the body. So some people will probably be like, why would you do that? I mean, most people will sell the neck and the body pretty close to the same price as you would buy a brand new guitar. So just getting the whole thing, being able to play with it, and then decide later to upgrade the parts is pretty much where I am. Like, just like lay. The tuning is in drop C. I was so proud of this build. It took me about 2 weeks to build this guitar. I am still thinking of other modifications to put on here. But what we have is a custom Seymour Duncan in the bridge. Then we have Matt Pike's neck in the middle. And then we have a Lawler neck pickup, single coil. The layout is really, really amazing. I like playing in the middle. I also love playing in the second position. And I also love playing in the fourth position. This guitar is really, really cool. I'm debating on changing the tuner pegs, and I think that's about it that I will put on here. And the bridge. The tremolo is just a Squier. It's really, really, it's not a big block, so it doesn't do very good, and it doesn't take a original little whammy bar. So I definitely probably gonna replace that at some point. But other than that, I am really, really happy with how this guitar came out. A lot of people hated on it. They also did not watch the video. So if you haven't seen that, definitely check it out. Pickguard from China. It took me a long time to get this pickguard made. They also made it wrong. And I thought, oh, I'll just send it to one of my friends. So I sent it to the Pedal Junkie. And he was happy to have that. And so, yeah, this thing is a beast for sure. All right, before I started my channel, I always wanted one of these Hello Kitty guitars. And I was able to score one. They made them last year. They have also made them this year. I don't know how good they're selling. I would buy another one. I hope to have more guitars in 2026. I have some bucket list guitars that I'm gonna try to score. There's also bucket list kind of pedals, but for the most part, this is a no-brainer. And I always wanted one of these. Like I picked it up. It's only like $5.30, brand new. It comes with this really nice gig bag. It's really, really sturdy gig bag. You know, it's got enough padding. It's got a little neck brace to hold the guitar in place. Comes with some nice pockets. It's really, really, really nice. And I mean, you could buy the upgraded bag, but the one that comes with it is really, really cool. And it just sounds so good. Especially distorted. I did change out the pickup. We have a Seymour Duncan custom in the bridge, and it sounds fantastic. I, however, wanted to change the tuners, and I might take that on. I might seriously try to put the tuners on that I wanted to put in there. I bought them. They've just been sitting in a box. That's pretty much all I would probably do to the guitar. It's got original electronics. The control cavity is not that big, so I'm not going to try to put a big pot in there. It's kind of a tiny pot. That's fine with me. There's not too much room in there. All right, this is my 70s inspired Strat. It's a reissue. It's a 3-bolt. I really wanted one of these. This is from Japan. I got this because of Trogley was talking about these. He also said that there'd be a lot of big import duties, and to call him, that is not true. I only had to pay $60 import duties for this. So for this being $1,100 guitar, I did change the pick guard. I learned my lesson though. If you might not keep it, always just keep the original parts, okay? I just couldn't deal with the white pick guard. I didn't realize there was 2 layers to the plastic. So eventually when I change the strings again, I will remove the plastic. I really hate the plastic being underneath the bolts or any kind of bolts. So I usually loosen everything up, pull that off, and then remove the plastic. So I'll have to do that later on. But overall, this Strat sounds wonderful. The neck pickup sounds lovely. The second and fourth position, they both all sound lovely. I absolutely love the orange. It looks really, really good. And I don't plan on selling this, but I will hold off for about a year and then maybe get rid of that pick guard. I just can't stand the white pick guards. It just looks hella boring. I also replaced the back plate. That is black with different layers. Looks really good to me. I like these style of tuners. These vintage ones, they work really, really well, even though they're not locking tuners. And I just love the big headstock. I did put different string trees on there. Some of them are kind of crooked, but it still serves the purpose for what I'm actually using it for. But yeah, the neck sounds amazing. The fourth position with these two sounds fantastic. And the bridge sounds wonderful. All right, here is my jazz bass. And this thing is prone to fingerprints. I've already cleaned it twice. And there's something going on with that metal. It will not come off. I don't know what's going on. I basically wanted to gut this out and make it kind of like a really expensive bass, but it just looks like a Squier. Yeah, I was basically just gonna replace all the parts. I'm definitely gonna do that this year. I'm gonna stop putting it off and I'm gonna just take care of it. So once I get a bunch of videos done, I will definitely be taking this project on and getting that done. It's not like really too crazy, but we're definitely gonna be putting like at least $600 worth of parts into this for a $400 bass. I know you're not gonna get it back. I'm not planning on selling it. It is basically gonna be a workhorse. And I mean, it already sounds super amazing as it is. It sounds really good with fuzz. It's just not the way I want it to be. And so that's why I decided to get a Squier, keep it low, keep the price down. I'm definitely going to sell off all the parts and definitely going to be very, very happy with this next year in 2026. All right, this is my acoustic guitar. It lives in this bag. For some reason, I don't know why it looks like that. I guess someone pissed on it. We do have animals and that makes me a little upset. Other than that, the guitar looks fine. It looks good. It's not in the best condition, like there is some scuffs, but you can barely see them on camera. But if you can see, yeah, it's not perfect. And I don't really care because we're gonna heavily modify this at some point. This upcoming year, 2026, I am just going to take care of all these projects that I just have lying around. We are going to heavily modify this. Yeah, this is going to be a Kurt Cobain kind of inspired guitar, except I'm not going to do the knobs the same or the control layout. So stay tuned when I post that, and it's just going to be so wild. And just keep in mind, I'm going to do all the work myself. I am going to customize some parts for acoustic guitars, and I'll just have them in the description if you guys want to buy them for yourself so you can mod a guitar. I will definitely be doing that in the future. Because I was asking about the ones on Kurt Cobain's guitar. You know how he has the pickup in there, but there's a metal ring that goes around. And I found a shop in Concord that will be able to cut me the aluminum rings based on the dimensions. I will leave a little gap based on maybe your guitar neck might be off by a fraction of a centimeter. Other than that, this thing sounds amazing already. Tuning is in drop C, so it's not going to sound the best to someone that doesn't like down tuning, but it does sound good to me.
Destiny. It's not gonna be easy treading this road. It's not gonna be easy treading this road, but someone's gotta do it. Either way, the guitar sounds so good, so amazing, and if you made it to the end of the video, just let me know which one you're excited about me modding.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share with some of your friends, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm always raising the bar on Petco stock. That is down in the description. Undervalued company. Please consider downloading Robinhood, and let's raise the bar on Petco stock. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video. I really do enjoy if you guys made it to the end of the video, and just leave a comment saying "but" first. And I'll know you made it to the end of the video. Other than that, I appreciate every single one of you guys. I forgot to mention, this is 2 years celebrating on YouTube, and this venture has been wild. I've learned a lot. And I just want to have a toast to you guys for following, supporting, and just enjoying the content that I put out there. I really, really look forward to maybe getting 1,000 subs. I was hoping that I would be able to make it to 1,000 subs by the end of the year. So if we can make that happen, I would be so thankful. But I'm not asking, and I can't make you guys do anything. So other than that, I love you guys. Oh my God. What is it, Brittany? We just watched that entire movie. Brittany, that wasn't a movie. It's a YouTube video. Well, Fatty Patty, we must fly away now. Yay!